Hi, we're Pathfinder. $100 million in scholarship money go unused every year.
Sorry, that was Kevin. He is part of the group of high schoolers that spend 2 to 4 hours on scholarship searches just to find nothing. We also have a friend. This is Matthias. Matthias is a junior at BHS High School. He juggles between work, schoolwork, and baseball, and he doesn't have time to focus on his academics nor his financial aid. So we wanted to balance out the scale. We figured that we were going to be the best since we're also high schoolers struggling with the same deal. Now, peers, do you guys struggle finding scholarships? Because I do. So we decided to create Pathfinder.
Hey everyone, my name is Michael. I'm joined by Oscar, Kevin, Taya, and Kayla. We decided to create Pathfinder, as Oscar said. It's an app that will provide personalized scholarships through a swipe-based matching mechanism with in-app applications and application tracking and a college visit book. This is what you see right when you download our app. You can either select to get started or to log in. In our front end, which is basically our UI, our user interface, you can either create a new profile or we can retrieve one if you decide to log in. You fill out all information, important fields like your name, birthday, high school, and degrees of interest. You can make edits to your profile once you already make it in the same system, and our backend will analyze all the data you put in and give you scholarships that are personalized to you. This is the homepage right when you open up your app. You'll see all the updates of scholarships you've been accepted to. Applications are still pending, and any things that you might have missed in the app and haven't used yet. Every time you open up the app or refresh the page, you will see new things that our backend has provided for you. This is the swipe-based selection. You swipe right to accept the scholarship and automatically apply for it, or swipe left to deny a scholarship, and our algorithm will take that in and make sure to provide scholarships that are similar to ones you already accepted.
Our target market is U.S. high school students between the ages of 15 through 19, because that is usually when students start looking at colleges. And we also want to target to their parents as well, who would be in between lower to middle class. And we want to target to students who are financially conscious as well as goal-oriented. Our total addressable market is $9.5 billion, and we are in the market of the global scholarship management software market. Our serviceable addressable market is $883 million. This is based off lower to middle class and high school students in the US that go into college. And our market share is $115,200.
After reviewing our research and talking to Matthias, he gave us 3 scholarship-based apps that are 2 of ours are direct competitors and 1 is an indirect competitor. But the problem he had is that they didn't have all the features he was looking for, which is personalized scholarships, application tracking, college visits, and a FAFSA calculator. Some of our unique value propositions is that we can help you apply easily, and we can also track the deadline and when the responses come in. And then also, it's easy to use, which means you can swipe right on what feels right for you, and swipe left on what you want to be left behind. And then we can also help you with your college applications. With Instagram, we want to use paid ads like the one on the right, which has a clear call to action, which is download today, and it also shows some of our unique value propositions. With the 150 a month, we want to use this to reach a minimum of 10,000 people, and with Instagram's conversion rate of 1%, we want to get 100 leads per month.
We'll be using MailChimp, and this will be our SMS and email marketing. And we'll use this to send out newsletters to our customers and users, as well as lead follow-ups, which will be, we will send it out to people that have filled out our survey and we have provided scholarships with, but they never got back to us. Our channel right now is only direct, which is our website, and this is where our survey is linked, and then this is basically our landing page, and then it has our UVPs and everything.
So we interviewed a total of 100 people, 30 Google Forms, and 70 interviews in person. And out of the 100 people, 57 said they would pay $8 a month, and 43 said they would pay $6 a month. So we decided as a team to go with $8 a month. Our cost of goods sold in total is 69 cents, with the 16 cents being credit card fees and Stripe point of sale fee at 53 cents. Our year 1 goals is to make $960 with 120 customers at least paying for 1 month of Pathfinder Plus. and our gross profit is $877.20. So this is free versus plus. So Pathfinder Freemium is $0 a month, 4 scholarships per month. Pathfinder Plus is $8 a month and 10 scholarships per month.
So we're gonna be using Typeform during our validation process to acquire leads and essentially get customer personas for all our users and their contact information. The bottom left, you can see someone filling out a Typeform right there. Typeform is basically a better version of Google Forms where we can have different workflows and work through so that everyone gets questions based on stuff they already filled out. Typeform is going to be integrated with a software that we're going to use called Zapier that's going to notify us every time someone fills out a type form. It's going to also add the person that filled it out to our workflow and our customer relationship management software called Pipedrive. And we're going to be, they're going to be added to our MailChimp where we can follow up with them if they haven't responded to our initial email and also send newsletters to our current users and customers.
After we get the email from, Pipeline, we will be able to read the responses, analyze the persona, and be able to transfer that into our scholarship research, which will be with the following databases, as well as after that, we will be able to provide a personalized email. This email, for example, is for Ava Glosny, which was a friend of Matthias after he recommended it. We were able to personalize the email by including the quantity of the scholarship as much as where to find it with a link.
So as mentioned before, we're going to use Stripe as our point of sale system. Stripe allows us to streamline all the payment processing and allow us to basically take payments from any bank or credit card from the United States, along with Apple Cash straight on your phone. We'll be able to test different pricing strategies using this because we are able to change the pricing of our service directly at any time inside, and Stripe secures all payments for both parties. We're also going to use Squarespace to host our website. As we said, our website is to inform users, and we're going to use it as a marketing asset too, as well as a channel. And also Squarespace is going to be where we get our website domain from, which is pathfinder.com, something along those lines. Our key metrics include
Quantitative data, our goals are to have 100 leads per month, 40 users per month, 30 freemium members or customers, and 10 paying customers per month.
and our qualitative data. We're going to get this by having customer testimonials. Our goal is to have 5 video testimonials per month and 10 survey testimonials per month. In these testimonials, we're going to rate customer satisfaction, reviews of the service itself, and the ease of use of the actual service. We intend to incentivize people to give us our video testimonials by providing a free month of Pathfinder Plus for those who send us video testimonial. And for the survey testimonials done through another type form, it will be 50% off Pathfinder Plus. Our timeline actually already started. On February 3rd, this last Monday, we had a lot of interest in our service, so we actually dished out $30 of our own money to buy Typeform, the enhanced version of Typeform, which is our $10 minimum response, up to $250 that we can handle. Now, does this cost us all a Starbucks drink today morning? But hey, we're getting through the day just fine. And whether we get this money back or not, we're still committed to our idea. We want to help people find scholarships, and it is investment worth for us. Next Wednesday, assuming we get funded, we want to integrate Stripe and MailChimp into our MVP process, and that's when we can start taking Pathfinder Plus payments. And we'll have bi-weekly reviews of our MVP. That'll start on February 14th, or bi-monthly, I'm sorry. It'll start on February 14th and go all the way till April 12th. During these, we will check every point of our MVP and we can adjust things all the way from our survey to our ads and even our pricing strategy. And that'll take us all the way to April 12th, and then on May 1st, our MVP process will be completed. So, in total, we are asking for $770.
So we're gonna ask for Typeform for $33 a month for 3 months, which is $100. MailChimp for $40 for 3 months, which is $120. Ad spend, which is $150 per month for 3 months, that's $450. And Squarespace, that's $25 for 3 months, that's $75. And a one-time fee for our website domain of $25.
So this was Pathfinder. Investors, help us help students pave their way into college.
I think it's a clever idea, use of the app. I really like the way you guys laid out the competitive assessment and the timeline. Really appreciate you guys doing a focus group and kind of beginning that journey to find out the purchase intent. The big question I have is, how do you find the scholarships?
So there was actually a database presented, we can go back to it.
Yeah, please.
So while doing research for Matthias, we were able to encounter scholarship database researches, which were part of College Board, which is Big Future. Both SoFi and Niche both also offered a scholarship research, and those are the ones we are using, which also include filters to provide also with the personas.
So you guys then provide, what does the user see in terms of the scholarships? Do they get links to go apply?
Yes, so can you just go to the next slide?
Yeah.
So the next slide is, this was the follow-up email, which it received the total amount of funding that they would get, as much as each single scholarships and the links that they would provide, and a short description of the scholarship.
Okay.
It's for a validation process, then when the app's actually rolled out eventually, then it would be just in the app regularly and it would show them and they can apply within the app. At that point.
Is your basic thesis that the reason there's $100 million a year of unused scholarships that people your age don't like the user experience of College Board?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen seen a TV ad or YouTube ad or anything like that for like a lawyer that says like, you know, you only pay if we win, right?
Something,
Like all that kind of stuff. If you're talking like, I just found you $5,000 in scholarship, like a $10 thing is not a $50 pay is not a big deal, right? But if you don't count anything, then they'll feel like they got cheated out of $10, maybe like that. I wonder if you could make some kind of, hey, if we find a match for you, then you pay us. Otherwise not, like get people into it, doing it,
Right,
and
sure.
then do some kind of like,
Yeah.
if we find you a match, then this is what it will cost. And they'll be like, awesome, I just, you know, I just found $5,000.
That's something we can do, and that's why we're also doing the bi-monthly reviews during our review process. So if we see like one of our pricing strategies not working, then we can definitely try something like that and see like what works for best for us. While we're validating the product, we can validate different price strategies and see what's the most efficient.
And then the one other comment I have, other than you're not gonna get pathfinder.com, but other than that, is that, you know, another big barrier to doing this is all the forms you fill out, right? And all that kind of stuff, like it's just like, great, I qualify for 10, am I gonna do 10 different forms for all that kind of stuff? I wonder if there's a chance to do any kind of like common app for scholarships that you can like kind of match some of that stuff, or fill that out once and then you can kind of match that in, something to think about.
That's what we want to do essentially when they fill out the profile, as be something that like most scholars, like 90% of scholarships, 95 take for all their applications. So when someone swipes to accept it, they'll be able to automatically get applied to that. They don't have to like go in and manually fill it out.
And if there's something different, then we will notify them and tell them, oh, you have to fill out this and this extra.
Just like common app
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
It was like, we'll send notifications to remind them to go back and do that.
You had your freemium provided 4 scholarships a month and then the other provided 10. So if there's if the information's plugged in and there's 30 scholarships that fit that individual's criteria, do you only provide them 4 or do you provide them 4 and say there's also 30 other ones?
As we provide something like that, to be like, we saved you X amount of money, but there's also Y amount we can save you more with Pathfinder Plus.
How much, kudos for already going out and interviewing 100 people. Have you done any research on the other side of this matchmaking problem, which is the scholarship programs themselves?
Yes.
Like what did you learn in those conversations? How are they getting their leads? I mean, are they paying for them through College Board and other?
So mainly they advertise through College Board, like you said, but they also advertise through like big ads, schools and other places. But some organizations, they don't get enough attention, so they don't get enough people buying their scholarships, and they need a certain amount of people to buy or like apply for those scholarships each year in order for them to stay a foundation.
So how much would it cost for you to find students that could actually go in, find a scholarship off of your service, and then provide you guys with real testimonials as to how great it is?
So we're charging, we wanna put $150 into ads every month, and that should give us 100 leads to fill out the pipe form. So from that should bring our cost per user down to $1.50.
Well, I just think that what you guys need are wins. And if you could find a couple people that could have found a scholarship through your service, then you guys could promote the heck out of that.
Yeah, that's what we want to do, even with the testimonials, is to like post them on our social media channels and show
Could one
them.
of you go in
Yeah.
as a user and do it and get a win and then start writing the testimonials off of that. I mean, you guys are right in the heart of the target market for this. Because I think that if you guys can find a win on this, then it becomes real.
Absolutely.
So I would encourage you to find somebody that can find a win and then use that to tout the success of your service.
Over the last few days, we also already sent out a few people to fill out our type form, so we sent out the initial email and we're gonna be following up with them
Great.
tomorrow and next week.
I would think that this organization might be willing to give you guys some funding to go find somebody, to go find the win. And then that'll help you catalyze the entire.
Yeah, something we considered,
Opportunity.
and we're gonna add that in the future, just during the initial process, we have to validate that the customers, the users, the high school students are going to be there. Because if the organizations pay us and there's no users for it, then obviously it won't work, so we're just, but that's definitely something we've already considered and planned to do.
I think you guys did an unbelievable job with research. Like, you went and thought about every aspect of the service and the product. You said Zapier, I mean, I can't believe I heard that out of a group. So you're really thinking broadly of everything you need, and even your answers, you know the stuff. You have a cogent response to everything. So you guys are in it. It comes across as you believe in this and you really want to do it. I had a question about the scholarship finding. So it was sort of, the data was sourced from Niche and one other, right? SoFi, okay. So if I'm going for scholarships, is there a paywall for me to use any of those services, or is it all free? As like consumer direct for those scholarships with those? Those are all free?
Yes.
Okay, so what you are is a convenient app aggregate, right? So you're adding value, like you're acknowledging, yes, this is free, but we're putting it all in one place, plus we're giving you these other features, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that totally works. I think people want simple, and I think people want to consolidate and keep everything tracking in one place. It's been years since I went through this myself, and my kids are too young. But budgeting is a big part of it, right? Like in-state, out-of-state, tuition, like cost of living. Is that something that anybody's doing now? I feel like that would be something that you could easily add as people are making their decision as to where to go. So you have like application tracker, right? So like, where have I sent to? Okay, great. I'm getting this scholarship. Maybe not every school is gonna accept every type of scholarship, or maybe some scholarships are directly from schools. So I think a big part of the decision for many families is like, how much does it cost? And I think you could, with not too much work, like add that function, and that's a big value add to this kind of aggregate platform model that you guys are doing.
That's definitely something that we will do, especially during like a season, so a lot of people like, you know, that are in high school, like during the August to May years, they're looking for scholarships, and over to summer it might be a little less. So over to summer we can work more on like building stuff into our software that enhances the user's experience throughout the next school year.
Cool.
Chris, do you have any comments on the allocation of the ask?
What was it again?
$770.
Oh, yeah, I think advertising was, I don't.
50.
Yeah, spending money on advertising, I mean, like Pat said, you know, you're already here in school. You should have plenty of case studies and people to target and feedback right here. And this is just for MVP. So spending money that much when you don't have a product yet, I think is a waste. I'd rather that go into real mock-ups or maybe, you know, showing some functionality with, you know, the automated emails coming out, or how you're bringing in, you know, the scholarship data from any of those sites. I think there's gonna be APIs and Zaps. I'd rather see money going into showing us at pitch night, like functionally. You actually did a pretty good job step by step. But if you can put that money to make it be more real instead of a video demo, you know what I mean? Like, this is actually, some framework is actually working here. I'd rather see that. I think it's just too early to spend on ads, but I always say that, so let the board agree with me or not on that.
What do we think about the spend?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Chris. You have a a huge captive audience here.
Yeah, focus on completing a cycle of the process that you're designing, and then, you know, and you have what, 2-week refinements of your
Every 2 weeks,
MVP
yeah.
process? So, you know, maybe we leave some in there for an ad spend towards the end if it makes.
Ad spend is
But
marketing,
yeah.
and I'd rather see marketing than ad. So if you guys can make an explainer video that's like 10, 20 seconds long, whiteboard videos, those are cheap to make, you know, they're digital. And that's something you could post for free on their social media. I think spending like PPC is a waste. Marketing, I get it. You wanna drum up some, you wanna explain it, you wanna have your sales, you wanna understand what we do, watch this 20 seconds. That's gonna be something that generates revenue. Ad spend is gonna generate an audience, but if you don't have anything to show them, it's pointless. So I'd be okay with like 500, but like no pay-per-click ads, and maybe like try to get an explainer video or something.
500? 500.
Got it. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Thank you.